Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Denver Broncos and our home team. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 29-yard line.
52. Blue line. Choose the mic. Three. Mike 52. Mike 52. Man out.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Alpha. 52.
Now Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
At their own 16-yard line.
Come on, set. Henry. Check Mike 47. Go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On third down, Taylor. And that will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the read up, it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose and picked up by the Chargers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run it here with Gordon. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Get him, boys!
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. That one into the hands of Hamilton. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
He's coming. We got double up.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
Here we go. You two, look small. Trade together, A together. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
On 3rd down, Taylor. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Play action, now Taylor. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and
7-7, our score after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. 3 down.
From the gun, it's Taylor. That one caught by Gibson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down, it's Gordon. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Play action, it's Taylor.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Taylor will lead up the offense 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. To try again after the sack, Taylor.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one's not close, not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
31's the mic. Smoke. To you. I'm coming up to you. Big
On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own lock. Frankly.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Gordon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Come on.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. On play action, Mariota. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the red zone now, Mariota. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 16-yard line.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 50. One. Back to you.
To the air again, Mariota. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Hey, check 24, check 24. Protein spread. Check.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton as time expires in the first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. McManus's point after is good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. This is Gordon as they go to him again. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. Touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mariota. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Working out of the gun, Mariota steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Let's go, let's bring it. Move. Check 24, check 24.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mariota, he'll find Lindsey here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Safe. Check.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey with his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point from McManus is good, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On the read option, it's Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose and picked up by the Chargers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the foot. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mariota to throw it. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there and take the hit and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Mariota now. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
4 down, 4 down. 3. Charlie. Where's the mic? Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They're indeed going. It's Mariota airing it out for Hamilton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Taylor. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
I'm coming after you.
Here's Gordon. Finding room inside the 40. Touchdown, L.A. Melvin Gordon. 51 yards. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mariota. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Now Gordon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Anthony Lynn went for it but did not get it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
44 is the mic. 7, let's go.
First down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd and 10, Mariota.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Flushed out right. He completes this to Sutton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Now Taylor. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the lane.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull together.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
I know we felt that way.
Brings up 2nd down at the 28-yard line.
wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, my cut right off on the curve. Like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know.